Hello everyone, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We are in orbit around the moon. Kind of going the wrong way, I think? Yeah. In principle, if we were going to just try to not land, but orbit and then go home, we'd prefer to be orbiting the moon the other way. But no big deal. Because we do want to land, and I don't really care where. But the sunny side would be nice, because you really... When I'm recording, I can kind of see the dark side, but YouTube's compression really skimps on color definition in dark areas, so I'd like to land on the sunny side. The light side? I don't know. That should be quite simple. I'll just add a maneuver here to burn retrograde. It doesn't have to be very much, I imagine. Get out of here, nav ball? No, I can't do this without the nav ball. Or I can? I just want to be able to also see the moon, so... I'm saying my periapsis would be 29 kilometers, and it would be there. So, fair enough. Let's move this over here, maybe. So burning sooner. Oh man, only 38 meters per second? But let's... Like, that ought to be enough, right? And then once I'm on my way down, I can adjust. It would be nice to get into this big crater, wouldn't it? This one here? Wait for an hour and then burn for 6 seconds. Alright, you got it. Oh, that's the opposite side. I'm going the other way. Oh. Right. Well, that's fine. We'll just make it much more gentle than necessary. Honestly, I don't even need this maneuver node. Just show me like what my periapsis is gonna do. Or my trajectory. And then when it gets to the point where I'm fairly low going over this crater, I'll just cut it and coast till I'm fairly low over the crater. We could go a little faster. Burn a little faster than this. Alright, that... Well, maybe a little more? Why is the throttle up button not doing anything? Because I didn't have the nav ball open? Here? Yeah, I'll just kind of like... How long till I get here? 13 minutes. I don't think I want to wait that long. But I don't think I can warp while burning. Okay, you know what would be nice to do while we're waiting? Is set this thing's thrust limiter much lower. So that I can manipulate it more finely without having to risk a gigantic burn accidentally. I mean, it wouldn't be gigantic anyway, but bigger than necessary, bigger than I want. And, yeah, see, this is already like one alligator. So it's like 2 meters per second is what I've got myself on right now. Alright, we're now... Oops, that was maybe a little too soon. Too much. I'm now actually going to come down before the crater. Well... I'll just, try coasting a bit more? I don't know. I think actually that is kind of a nuisance what I just did. I'm just gonna undo it. I have a lot of rocket fuel. Okay. So warp me to like here. And then just burn prograde like pretty... retrograde pretty hard. I'm 2 minutes away from collision, huh? I mean, this seems to be working out all right. I'm now 3 minutes from collision. That doesn't seem right. Well, I guess so. I've slowed down. And I don't actually have to land in the crater. Where is the crater? Is this it? I guess it's here. Still scheduled to land in the crater, though only just. And it looks like this burn will use up my velocity before it uses up my altitude. Which is good, because if you use up your altitude first, that means you're hitting the ground with velocity. I think, though, just the tiniest bit nervous. So I'm gonna go up the thrust limiter to like here, but throttle down. So now I have easier access to more thrust. One minute away. You know what? Let's actually throttle off. Yeah, I think I'm undershooting a little bit here. But it's hard to do that while also not crashing with the path I plotted. We can do a little, you know, try and coast a bit this way. It's kind of hard though, isn't it? What I might want to do would be like aim radial or something, but I can't easily do that. So where is... Oh, all my velocity is downward, huh? Pretty much? Most of it? Alright, but we're pretty close to the crater. Which I guess I'll have to live with. Turn that thrust limiter back down, please. Cockpit view? How are we doing in terms of radar altitude? A few kilometers at least. I'm not really burning any velocity, right? I'm just fighting gravity and then a bit more. Well, given that, let's throttle all the way up according to what the limiters say I can do. Still over 3 kilometers to go. which is like a full minute. This is definitely enough delta V that I will not crash, so I'm going to throttle down. Turn on the landing lights, not that I need them. On the legs. Did the lights turn on okay? I thought those would be L. There we go. So that was where I meant to land. Not too far off. Let's just coast at 25 meters per second, shall we? I'm now at 2 kilometers, so 440, 80 seconds. So a couple minutes and we should be on the ground. Although it'll be a bit slower because at some point I'm going to throttle up a bit to slow myself down to more like 10 and then eventually 5 meters per second. 1 kilometer? Probably time to be at about 10 meters per second. Maybe 15? I now want stability assist, not prograde. Not retrograde. So if I accidentally boost up, retrograde will be down, and I don't want to flip the thing over, tracking that. Very pretty over there. Not so pretty here with the flickering. How are we doing? 500 meters? Okay. Probably about time to throttle up then. We don't need to be this slow. Oh, I can see the lights. You see the lights, you know you're getting close. And it looks flat enough here. Ugh, the landing legs don't go far enough to... I'm gonna land on the stupid nozzle. Hopefully. Because if I don't, I'm gonna bounce. Okay, coasting in at 1 meter per second. Very, very gentle. No need for any more adjustments now. I'm just going to wait till I hit the ground and then cut the engines, I think. But I am going to keep looking around anxiously, if that's alright with you. I forgot to put an antenna on. I guess it's fine. I was thinking we have so much fuel, why not go visit Minmus after this? But I can't really bring back much more science. There we go. Oh my god. Well, you know, there have been worse landings. SAS off? As long as it doesn't tip over when we get out, right? And I think this is the place for the Science Junior, right? So loads and loads of science, assuming we can bring it home without blowing any of it up. And plenty more from few operations from Jeb. He doesn't seem to be pulling the thing over. Alright, can you do an EVA report, please? You feel very small. Aw. Plant that flag. It says I brought one flag with me, I guess? I remember in my first playthrough, I named my first landing site, I think on Minmus, Tippy Crater. Because I tipped over a bit on the way down. This is, well, on Minmus, I think I tipped over, like, all the way. I don't know, maybe I was on the moon. I don't remember. What shall we call this? Stubby Crater, because the rocket... I have, you know, perfect velocity. I just don't have the technology for long enough landing legs, I think. Or did I just put them too high? It was tough because I wanted these to be high enough that they didn't... I don't know. I think I could have just put these lower. Whatever. First, extra Kerbal landing site. Cool. So we could go for a bit of an explore. Oh, we want a soil sample, right? The moon rocks are worth juicy stuff. Now, I believe if you want to take that home, if you want to pick up more stuff, you do have to uh-oh. Come on, get on. What's the button for your lights, by the way? You have to actually deposit these in the command module before you can pick up another soil sample. And likewise, another EVA report. Yeah. It picks up your surface sample and EVA report. So we can go EVA again. Sorry, Jeb. And so what is this that we're in? The Highlands or something? It would be nice to go check out that crater, which is in the direction we meant to land, right? Over here? I think he's got plenty of EVA for it. Why did it say climb? Can I climb the flag or something stupid? Apparently I can. It just shows up ever so briefly, but it doesn't do anything. Huh. Alright. Let's go. You might argue it would be more reasonable to pick up the rocket and fly over there, but you saw what happened last time we tried to pilot the rocket, right? Is this where I was trying to go, even? I'm not sure. Okay, he's maybe... Oh, I killed him. Hilarious. I was just trying to move fast. It was only like 30 meters per second, right? And all of it was, I don't know. He would have tumbled. I don't think he deserved to die. That's pretty funny. Okay, well, there's plenty of science sitting in that pod, and we can just go pick it up. Send a new mission with 2 Kerbals, and have one of them pilot Jeb's old craft, and the other one pilot the new one, right? All we have to do is land on the moon exactly where we meant to, just like we couldn't do this time. Very funny. Well, that was only 20 minutes. I guess we should do something else. And I like don't have any more recent saves, right? How would I... 0525. That's like right now, isn't it? Let's see what loading this does. Is it like as soon as I landed, as soon as I crashed Jeb, it saved? Is that what happened? It might be when I got him out of the pod, but I don't think it is. What? Oh, there's a mission to go rendezvous with that or something. Yeah, he's a little dead. Okay. Oh no, I even at that I did actually land in. Oh no, I landed in a tiny crater. The crater I wanted to go to is so big I couldn't even see it at surface level, right? I was like, where was I going? I was like going up out of this rim or something. I think. Or maybe I went the wrong way and I went over here? I don't know. What a sad, sad adventure. Well, we could just launch the same rocket again. We know it's quite capable of getting to the moon, except we need to put 2 people in it, right? Also, it's very stressful to get it to the moon. Well, alright, what we can do, I guess, is a few things. First, fix these landing legs. Can you go any lower? I don't think the legs can, right? Oh, they can. Oh, give me symmetry, please. And if I do that... You're still not lower than this thing. So, can I pick these up and make them any lower? That's the lowest they'll go, and that is low enough. Okay. And nothing collides with anything when I do this. Great. So save that. Oh, except... Cool. But... I also want to rip this junk out and put in a crew cabin instead. I don't know where to find those. Utility, okay. And where is my heat shield? It should be like right under this decoupler, right? Or over it, I guess. And it is. Alright. So now I can launch this mission with a pilot and a scientist. So Valentina's perfectly capable of flying. Bob kinda sucks, but he's fine. And a scientist can get extra value out of all the science equipment on board by using it multiple times. Let's... Thrust limiter on this I already turned up. I don't remember doing that, but it was something I planned to do, so I guess I did it. Okay. Now, let me look at action groups. Where are those? Actions. Lights. Like... No. Undo? No. How do I... I mean, it doesn't matter if I toggle the lights on here? Really? But I would like it back, and I don't understand how to do anything. So, command pod. How do I... Whatever, it just doesn't matter. Alright, let's launch this again. But better, right? I have no confidence I'm going to be able to land exactly where Jeb was. Oh, did I put... No, this is fine. We have SAS. Very good. Okay. Let's throttle up a bit more. They seem to need some help. All right. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Oh, look at all that smoke going everywhere. That's an exciting rocket. So could we tip over a little bit, please? Just a little. I'm not going to ask too much of you. It's not a very aerodynamic payload. I will ask too much of them, by the way. I just can't help myself. We're on just liquid fuel now. Stay prograde. Don't be tempted to go down south. My apoapsis is still pretty low. But obviously my periapsis is very, very low. This looks like it's going okay. We're already out of much of the atmosphere. This launch is going much better than the last one, I think. Stay prograde. Stay prograde. What the rocket's doing right now is great. Just do more of it. Hold it there, though. Don't go further if the rocket keeps tipping. Apoapsis of 33. Perfectly fine. I didn't accidentally pick the engine that like hates being in atmosphere, did I? That would be a little embarrassing. Apoapsis only 39. But we're getting tons of horizontal velocity, which is great. And we're keeping apoapsis ahead of us, which, you know, ideally you would keep apoapsis exactly on top of you, but that's impossible. So just launching like this is fine. It means I can burn kind of indefinitely at a reasonable efficiency rate while widening our orbit. I suspect it would be more efficient to get out of atmosphere, but we're already most of the way out. let's tip over a bit more, please. Now we're getting close to 70. In fact, you know what? Prograde's actually fine. So that is now in space. I don't want to cut the engines yet. I want to get to like 80 at least. If I have some room to maneuver. Yeah, it seems fine. Now this should be enough time if I like start, I don't know, here. Burning prograde to get myself into an orbit. That's more than enough. It says burn for 23 seconds, so about 20 seconds would probably be enough. Sure. Call it 23. If you get to prograde, please, which I know is going to be very slow. Sorry about the ship. We'll probably be about ready to start burning when you get there. Set the moon, oops, as a target, or actually, I could set the ship on there as my target, maybe. Whatever. This is only a quarter of my remaining fuel. Pretty decent plane, I think. Okay, nice cozy orbit. Let's look at getting to the moon. I'm 4 degrees out of plane, almost, well, 4.5, I guess. I could fix that in my transfer orbit. Fairly circular. Doesn't matter that much where I take off. Try here. Okay, so it says I don't have an encounter. But if when I'm like out here, I can't add another maneuver? I don't have that unlocked or something? What I want to do... Oh, I can add another maneuver. Cool. Is burn anti-normal a bit around here somewhere, right? More? Okay, so that's fine, except that now this burn was not actually big enough. Just take that maneuver, please. Oh my god. Okay. That's, I mean, it's an encounter. Is it not? Moon periapsis is pretty far out. Should be pretty cheap to fix that. Okay, so say around there. And then we can adjust this one once we've got this burn finished. Get prograde, please, if you can. And now this is more like a big chunk of our remaining fuel, which is fine. Because that's the fuel in our lower stage. If this works, it'll be more efficient than the last flight. In some sense, anything would be more efficient than our last flight, because all we did was kill a Kerbal on a foreign celestial body, right? That has negative efficiency. Alright, let's give it a launch. Or a burn, I don't know. Maneuver is go. There you go. That's how you know you're cool. I don't really know what these approaches mean. I guess it helps for rendezvous? Let's just burn this last little bit slowly so I can make sure it goes in right. Done. I'll take it. Now, I'm coming in over the top, and my planned maneuver would have me come in under the bottom, neither of which are desirable. I really am, like, over the top. Not even on the edge at all, huh? How do I, like... Oh, I hate this. I can no longer focus on my craft. So is the moon still my target? It looks like it somehow became not my target. Here we go. So it seems like this should count as like a descending node or something, but it isn't. Why did my target disappear again? I accidentally double-clicked on something? I just want to warp to like here. Get me out of Kerbal orbit. Honestly, like warp to here. No, to here. Because here I'm going relatively slow, which means any changes in my velocity will be magnified. But I still have some distance from the moon. You want to compromise those two things. So I'm going too high. I want anti-normal. And I don't know which direction that is. Prograde is here, so one of the normals should be around here, either pro or anti. I had to guess we're coming around to anti, yeah. Which is what I want. Perfect. So just get that one within your sights, Valentina, if you could. It's not perfect, but I just want things to stop moving for a sec. So I can have a simpler movement to get there. This thing is so slow to... Oh, it's not going to be more efficient. I have like no fuel. Okay, it's going to be about as efficient. Oh, I think I got there with even less. Oh, I was so close. I had like... I don't know, 230 or something last time? And I'm about to burn a tiny bit more. So this is fine, but I want to be looking at things from the moon's perspective. As I burn anti-normal here. That should be coming down. It looks like it might be coming down into the moon, which is not ideal. But I can tweak it to the side with prograde or retrograde burn. You see we're spending like 4 meters per second or something here to get this change in. Alright, that seems close enough. Now, I'm coming in from this side, so if I... What's going to happen if I make a prograde burn? I'm going to come in kind of on the side I don't... Not that it super matters, because I'm going to need to adjust my orbit. Okay, so this looks nice. We come in from kind of the nice side, right? Doing that... Alright. So let's orient retro then. And just make this tiny. And it'll definitely be an eccentric orbit, but not too bad. I think it has to be a little eccentric to get where we're going anyway, but I don't know if this is the right eccentricity or one that is counterproductive. Rescue missions are just, you know, standard stuff for Kerbal. Kerbal Space Program. Kind of just have to expect to do them, and it's good fun. So we're gonna do this. I don't really need this anymore, I think. I just wanted to know which way to point, and it turns out retro is the way I wanted to point. Oh wow, periapsis is getting pretty low that way. That's fine. I don't know what these maneuver or these intercept nodes are doing. See, we're kind of slowly bending our orbit around the moon. I think that's fine. I wish I could get more anti-normal again, but whatever. Just warp me to moon orbit and we'll figure it out from there. Or we'll warp me to the moon and counter, and I'll figure out an orbit once I'm there. No, cancel. No alarms. Get me into the moon's sphere of influence. I don't want any alarms. Okay, so Awful Moonlander is my target now. And it'll show me my ascending and descending nodes. That's great. Okay, so warp me fairly close to periapsis. And then we're gonna burn retrograde. however much it takes to get captured. $37 degrees off. Thanks. Not a huge deal. Fuel is not our limiting factor. Just trying to keep the mission simple, even though it's not. That's what I would like to optimize if I could. So where am I with respect to periapsis? Pretty close, right? Yeah. Okay, got captured without even finishing this stage. Ugh, getting normal and anti-normal is the worst. So what does it even mean to have an ascending and descending node with respect to a target on the ground? Targets on the ground aren't performing a proper orbit, are they? They're not. Because they're not describing a rotation around the center of mass. They're describing a rotation around the rotational axis of the planet, which on the equator is around the center of mass, but on a pole is not. But I assume that it means something to have a descending node with respect to such a thing, and if it does, I'd like it to be 0, I guess? So if I could, get to normal, which... if I could guess which way that is, what would it be? This way? Really wish I had a sufficiently experienced pilot. Point normal and anti-normal for me. Just because this thing is such a beast to turn. It's slow when they do it, but when I do it, it's slow and I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing yet. Can I can't, spin the nav ball, can I? No. Alright, well, I'll just push harder then. Get it to spin faster, and if this is wrong, then I'll be happy to keep spinning much faster till I get to the right one. Okay, that looks like anti-normal, right? No, that's normal. Okay, so we'll just go 270 then. Oh wait, normal's what I want. Stop. Stop. Because we're pointed too low. We want to be pointed higher, and that's what anti-normal... That's what normal will do. And I know this is my normal now. It's not necessarily going to be exactly my normal direction when I get to here. But I just want to be pointing in roughly the right direction. And then we can make any fine-tuning adjustments if necessary when we get there. And at least then I'll know which direction is the right way to turn. Oh, this looks pretty good. We're spinning around our normal axis, I guess. Does that always happen, or is that just... I don't think it has to always happen, but maybe it happens often. Maybe. I don't know. Keep my descending node in mind. This is making it smaller. That's what we wanted. Okay, and burning something that wasn't retrograde has extended my orbit enough that I'm escaping now, but we'll fix that in a sec. Really? I can't see my ascending and descending nodes because I'm no longer actually in an orbit. Well, an elliptical orbit. I'm in a hyperbolic orbit. Whatever, I figure I need a little more of this. Retrograde, and try to remember we're going that way along the nav ball. Get back into orbit, please. My descending node is still minus 19. I guess it's more efficient to reduce my velocity here before I fix my inclination. Probably. Then there's less velocity to fight against. Okay, we'll stop at 300 meters per second. For no particular reason, just seems like a nice number. I see. The ascending and descending nodes are probably getting me... When they're at 0, I'm in an orbit that passes over this every orbit, probably. In principle, you could set an orbit that goes over it only once. Your ascending and descending nodes get you going over it every time, I suppose. I got a little bit off target here, huh? Why is it going so slow? Like, it's time warping very slowly is what I mean. I mean, I can honestly get very, very close. It does not take much fuel, or a long burn, rather, to fix this. So get back on the normal. Looks good. All right, I'll take it. 0.1 degrees. Great. So, if I want to land on that ship, which... Is it even so important to do that? I don't know. I don't really need a rescue mission. I just need to get to the moon. All the science that's on that ship I could just pick up here. But it seems like polite, doesn't it? To fly them both home. Let's do a bit of science. So, you... I mean, you can do an EVA or a crew report if you want. No point. Okay, so transfer Valentina here. And transfer Bob into the command module. I guess we can collect that with Bob, it's fine. This stuff all sucks? I have all this already? I don't have the Science Junior. Okay, well, never mind. Bob, you suck. Why don't you go on EVA? You don't get to do that very often, right? That doesn't even do anything. Okay, fine. I don't see if I care. But what you can do, at least, is collect the data Yep. And then fix it, please. Great. Well, you did something. Not much. Valentina, back into the cockpit, please. Now, I think we're going to have to end the episode here. I want a whole episode available to manage this maneuver. This landing, really, is a more specific way to say maneuver. In principle, it doesn't seem that complicated. In practice, I'm sure I'll mess it up. So let's take a break here. And we're kind of where we were at the start of the episode, right? In orbit around the moon, ready to descend. But the stakes are higher. There are now 2 Kerbals I could kill. Okay, anyway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.